Good morning and Dhamma greetings to you all. You are all very welcome to our Vesak celebration in the year of 2026, the Buddha year 2570. On the dawn of Vesak Full-Moon Day, we tend to make a sacred remembrance of the birth, enlightenment and passing away of the historical Buddha Gautama, who was born into this world in the 6th century BCE. So it is not a short amount of time, but almost 2.5 millennia ago. Yet we still remind and recollect the great virtues of the Buddha out of compassion and gratitude. More specifically, today the day is utterly devoted to pay tribute and homage to our teacher, who is the Buddha, the enlightened one, the supremely enlightened one. Therefore, to do that, today we have got several activities shedding light on the practice of the Dhamma, learning and practice of the Dhamma towards the attainment of Nibbana. And that is the day, and we will have several sermons and talks. Before that, I should apologize. We hope to start at 8 a.m., but one of the guest speakers was ill last night, so the Professor Kate Crosby. So sadly, she let me know that she will not be able to attend today. Therefore, we had to just to adjust the time this morning. However, we will get going. Before we start, as usual, we will have 5 to 10 minutes to just to calm yourself and just to relax your mind and body and get ready for the day, because we have a long day to go ahead with learning and practice. It should be a fruitful and more impactful day in your life in celebration of the Buddha Day today. So, thinking this, you may slowly close your eyes, then just relax yourself. Try to embrace the beauty of silence here. You may just try to be kind and compassionate to yourself, your mind and body. May you be well, happy, peaceful, and free from suffering. In all beings, no sentient creatures, be well, happy, peaceful, and free from suffering. The Buddha Day is all about compassion and wisdom. So let's try to remember these two teachings in Buddha's wisdom. Let's try to be more compassionate. Let's make an attempt together to attain wisdom. Compassion and wisdom, we can conquer our own life. We can find the joy and eternal peace within. The whole day today may lay the groundwork for finding a boundless heart of compassion and infinite wisdom in your life. Just to be determined and be honest, be diligent. I am here today not just to spend time, but to make it fruitful, make it meaningful in my life. If so, I need to be mindful. I need to talk less. I need to stay calm and peaceful. On the dawn of this auspicious full-moon day, we hope you may all be well, happy, peaceful, and free from suffering. The more compassion and wisdom you have, the less hatred and ignorance you have. You can make today as the day of compassion and wisdom in your life. Even if you begin it today and onwards, you will find it without first during your life. So in remembrance of the Buddha's birth, enlightenment and passing away, just make your life more compassionate and insightful. Embrace the beauty of compassion and power of wisdom in your life. Take most out of today, and it will completely heal your life. Not only today, but forever. Sile pakethaya narosa panya Kitang panyan cha bhavayan Pata pinipako bhikkhu Soimang vidataye jatam. The person who is well established in virtue and discerning, practicing concentration and discipline, ardent and skillful, will untangle this tangle of the mind. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First, let's pay our respect to our teacher, who is the Lord Buddha, the worthy one, the enlightened, the supreme enlightened. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so before our guided meditation this morning, we have a morning talk, and I also take this an opportunity to wish good health and a speedy recovery to our guest speaker who was supposed to be here today this morning at this time. So I hope by means of this merit, may she gain a speedy recovery with blessings of the Buddha coming on Sunday. Well, so today I would like to further talk about our theme, inner peace, global peace, and the Buddha's wisdom in a world in crisis. In fact, we talk about this at our first Vesak meditation retreat, which was in the first week of May. I think on the 1st of May. So today, particularly, I would also like to further talk about it. Inner peace, global peace, and Buddha's wisdom in the world in crisis. But as we began the session this morning, we emphasized that the Buddha was born into this world in the 6th century BCE, so it is now more than 2,600 years ago. But still, we remember him and we recollect the virtues of him, but beyond, we learn the Dhamma spread by himself, and we practice the path shown by him, and we gain some sort of peace and wisdom within by the practice of the path shown by him. So, before moving to that, I was just wondering, what do you think of the Buddha? I mean, more broadly, not just as a historical Buddha himself, but as maybe as a concept. So, what do you think about the Buddha generally?
Compassionate humanity.
Great. What else? Any thoughts? Any idea?
Sacrifices he made.
Yes. Any idea? The Buddha. Yes. So basically, if we begin with the common sense, I mean some fundamentals, he was a human. That is the first and foremost thing we need to understand and say. He was a human being. He was a sentient being, just like us. What's the difference between the Buddha himself and us? And if there is any distinction between the Buddha and others, other human beings. If there is such distinction, entirely depends on the Dhamma. Other than that, we are all in the same page. We are all in the same page of the same book. We turn different pages. So, I would like to cite an important verse. It's in the Patisambhidhamma, the book of analytical discernment. There is a nice and more profound interpretation to the Buddha. Vijjita Satchani to Buddha, Bodheta Pajaya to Buddha. He is the enlightened one, not just because he was enlightened to the truth. He was awakened to truth, not just because of that. It is one reason. So he enlightened. Then the second, Bodheta Pajaya to Buddha, he also paved the way for others to become enlightened. Not just for his own sake, but he did it for others as well. The two things. He became enlightened, and the second, he made a path. He made a deliverance, and he showed the path to others to become enlightened. Therefore, he is called the Buddha. That's why the compassion and wisdom, these two important and more universal qualities, come into play when we discuss about the Buddha. The enlightenment, it's wisdom. It's more, in simplistic terms, we say it's wisdom. It's more deeper and discerning understanding of the truth. That's fine. But once you have got it, if there is any intention to propagate that, to spread the message, the word of wisdom, that means there is another main quality that gave rise to that thought, that's compassion. His heart filled with compassion. That's why he thought, I should spread this message for the sake of others. So, therefore we think, and in the scriptures and in tradition, we think that compassion and wisdom are the two main qualities of the Buddha. It is not common to the Buddha as well. We need to get, and we need to follow, and we need to cultivate our own life as well through compassion and wisdom. That's what I'm trying to tell you today. So, when we see the world, we can see a world full of anxiety, danger, fear, collapse, deprivation, and all sorts of psychological disorders near and far. We can see people are suffering. We can see people are very painful in their own lives. All around the world. Maybe geopolitical reasons, maybe some religious and cultural aspects. However, people are suffering all around the world. That's why we need to think of something that we can treat them, that we can address those issues. But interestingly, what is the important thing I see here? This is like microcosm and macrocosm. They have a kind of philosophical gap between the microcosmos and macrocosmos. The microcosmos means your personal world, your individual world, your small world. So we say that is microcosmos, like the micro. So macrocosmos, the bigger, the large degree of the world. So when we talk about the world, it is that kind of world. But the real world is here. It is always within. It is related to you. Without you, there is no world. That is the rationale, and that is the dilemma I want to discuss. Because when we think the crisis in the world, actually there is no such thing. The crisis, the world crisis always begins here. I mean within, in your mind, in my mind, in others' mind. Personally, when I am in a crisis, then the world similarly is also in crisis. If we are not in crisis, then the world is not as well. Because world is some kind of abstract concept, because it is a it is a representation of your own self and the mass of people, the community. If we drill down to it, it begins with you, then you plus your family, then family towards society, then the more broader community, then the region, then the country, and finally the world, and then universe. You can see how it gradually expands. So the fundamental cause of this expansion is you. So if you are not in well-being, your mental well-being is not good enough. That simply means that the world is not good enough. This is just like we are looking at the mirror. So either we look at the mirror or the mirror looks at me. That kind of reflection. The world is a reflection of you. How you are, then the world is that. If you are good, if we are good, then the world will be good. If we are not good, if we are bad, then the world will be bad. Because that is the causality. That is the cause and effect theory that we apply here. Thinking in that way, we need to understand the importance of our personal well-being, our individual happiness, concentration and wisdom. Because although many people talk about peace and global harmony and in global forums, they do not address the real cause of the problem. The real cause of the problem arises within. Whenever you try to heal yourself first, your family, your community, and then more broadly, we can heal the world, we can treat the world well. Other than that, there is no way it is possible. So, I would like to talk about under three themes here. I mean, breaking it down into three aspects. The first is the crisis of this modern world is fundamentally a crisis of our mind. It's not about the world, but our mind. Why? There is a well-known discourse in the numerical sayings of the Buddha. The Buddha said, Pabassaramidam bhikkhave chittan tanchakopana gantukedi upakkilesedi upakkilitan. For monks, the mind is luminous, but it is defiled by strange impurities, adventitious impurities. Our mind is originally pure, and it is very calm and peaceful perhaps, but due to external objects, it gets defiled and it gets impurified due to external objects. I mean, they let them come in, and then obviously, if there is no mindfulness practice, then we obviously become impure, we become defiled by those things. If we think, and if we make a comparison between you and the world in terms of mental attributes, not the external attributes, I mean greed, hatred, and delusion. These three are the fundamental causes for any sort of mental violence or mental impurity in our life. Then, what are the causes for purity? These are the opposite factors of the mind. So, generosity, then compassion, and understanding, wisdom. These are the kind of criteria that you can use to look at the world and analyze the world. It begins with analyzing your own mind. If you now analyze your mind by means of greed, hatred, and delusion, where you are, I mean, what your threshold is, how much desire you have, how much hatred you have, and how much delusion or ignorance you have. At least if you start thinking now, you will understand where you are. But there are some people who even don't think that. They do not think, oh, I am desire, I am a desirous person, or I am an ignorant person, I am an anonymous person. No, some people do not think so either. Then it becomes more dangerous. So danger is always there. I mean, we are always at stake due to that lack of understanding of our own mind, our own self. So today you can start thinking, I mean analysis. This is one way of understanding or getting deeper and more more profound understanding of your life. As I always tend to say, the deep wisdom always comes with simple and more basic fundamental elements rather than more complicated philosophical discourses. When we get into the trap of philosophical discourses, we never touch the road and we never get into the right path. Instead, we go somewhere else. Conversely, if you start with the more simple aspects of your life, I mean more commonsensical aspects and training and learning of your mind, that will ultimately lead to the right destination of your life. Why? When I say the mental attributes, the greed, hatred, and delusion, these are not kind of particular mental qualities. These are universal. Everyone has either wholesome or unwholesome mental factors. It is not decided by our religion or faith, your age, your race, ethnicity, caste. No, it is regardless. Regardless of your categorical identities in the world, we all have more or less. We all have this, and we all share either wholesome or unwholesome mental factors. You see, that is really interesting. But people do not understand this. Before you come to religion, before you believe in your culture or your ethnicity, whatever, given by social conventions, you already have these mental attributes. Because I understand that these are not some sort of particular elements, but rather these are more universal mental qualities. Therefore, I think at least if we understand this today, we can make a small change to our own life. If you make even a tiny bit of change in your own life, the way you think, the way you understand your mind, at least that can give rise to a bigger change in your life. That small change leads to bigger change in your life. So such change leads to more revolutionizing change in the world. But you see, it begins with one mental factor. It begins with non-desire, or non-hatred, or non-delusion. But if the world is other way around, then we can see a world full of hatred, anxiety, and depression, and frustration with each and everyone. But so we need to really understand this particularity and universality in our life, in our mind. The more we understand this, the less we feel worried about our life. So the real crisis in the world is obviously here. It arises in our mind. So understanding that, we can slowly move on actually. In the second aspect, I would like to see here, inner peace always begins with mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. If you remember these three essential tools in your life, I think that might be a good lesson to your learning and practice. Mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. Sati sambojjhango bhavito bahulikato vijjavimushtim paripuretu. The enlightenment factor of mindfulness, when developed and cultivated, fulfills true knowledge and liberation. So it always begins with your present awareness, your momentary awareness. The more you can be mindful, the more perhaps you can develop your compassion and wisdom. Why? What are the forces? I mean, what are the reasons that we prevent from practicing compassion and wisdom? What are the reasons? I mean, the unwholesome mental factors against your compassion and wisdom. These are obviously your hatred, your animosity, and then your lack of understanding. All these things are related to our lack of mindfulness. Right? Lack of mindfulness and awareness. We get angry, and we get delusion, and we get some sort of misunderstanding, and we get animosity. Why? It's all because of our lack of present awareness. If we are really present, if we are really aware of our mind, then we know the actuality of the things surround us. But we do not understand it when we are defiled, and when we are clouded by things. So we need to have a mind that is unclouded. We need to have a mind that is uncluttered and non-scattered. When our mind is scattered and clouded and packed, it gets distressed and it gets confused. Then we have no room. We have no room for compassion and wisdom. We are in a hurry and we do certain things without any judgment, without any prior judgment, without any analysis and understanding. We just do that. When we do that, when we react to certain things, in the blink of an eye, that results in many bad impulses, many bad outcomes in our life. But when that comes, if you just calm down, just slow down and sit back and just see what happens and what occurs in your mind, then it itself slows you down. But without understanding that, we cannot slow us down because we go very fast and very speedy. So because of this speed and the nature of rapidly moving of your mind, we keep acting very fast, reacting very fast. So we need to cut it off. We need to reduce the speed and the way you react to certain things. And how we can come to that? Obviously, we can come to that as a result of your present momentary awareness. That's why we always demonstrate that we need the thorough practice of mindfulness. It sets the stone more firmly to build a house of compassion and wisdom. If you see people around you, would you think they are really compassionate about their life? And others, there are so many selfish people, and there are so many ignorant people in the world. I mean, there is information, but no wisdom. Information is not wisdom, and wisdom is not information. And people tend to be compassionate, but not really, not actually compassionate. People just pretend to be so, but they are not real. So it's kind of hallucinating. So we all have some sort of hallucinatory experiences in our life. So when we face such situations in our life, maybe because of our friends, because of our colleagues, or our neighbors, or someone else, then we get some kind of pain and suffering in our life. Then obviously we reduce the state of our well-being, and we reduce the power and strength of our compassion and wisdom, responding to such and such events and things in our life. But nevertheless, when you come back to your mindfulness practice, if you are clearly aware of what happens and what's going on in your mind, these basic elements, obviously, that leads you to stay firmly and remain firmly under any circumstance in your life. Then you have this skill. Then you are more firm enough. Then you are stronger than you were before. You can be compassionate and you can be insightful at any cost, because that is the power of mindfulness. Therefore, I think our inner peace, your personal inner peace, is important not only for you but for the world as well. As again, the world is a representation of you. The world is mirroring you, reflecting of you. So, if you have inner peace, then the world would become a place of peace and harmony. If you are not in peace and harmony, then the world would not become such place. So it is always a reflection and intermirroring. And the third thing, the personal transformation, the foundation for global peace. This is the personal transformation. Many people many people think, we should transform the world. But obviously, before we transform the world, we need to transform ourselves. Otherwise, we can't make anything at all. We can just say so. We can just wander around thinking and saying this and that, but we cannot make any movement in our life unless we change our life. So if you want to change the world, you should become the first person who experiences that change and that movement you want to make in the world. In the Sevaka Sutta of the gradual sayings of the Buddha say, Attanang Rakkanto Parang Rakkati. By protecting oneself, one protects others. How beautiful it is. By protecting oneself, one protects others. Parang rakkantu attanang rakkati. By protecting others, one protects oneself. This brings the message of interconnectedness. So we should not love only to ourselves, but to other people as well. If we take the quality of shared humanity, we understand that. For example, we all share the same air. That is one of the most familiar and closest examples that I can think of. If you think your breath, you inhale and exhale, do you think you have a separate and or distinguished or more prominent breath than others? No. Even here, how many people are here coming from different backgrounds, different countries? But we all have the now, today and always. We share the same breath, we share the same air. We cannot distinguish it. And if you go out of this, we share the same land, we share the same soil, we share the same nature in the world. But why we discriminate things and why we do not understand this common ground in which we all play in our life? If we understand these commonalities, each and every human being, that brings us to our kinship of humanity, then we understand that we are all one and one is all. So if we understand in that way, we can transform our life. Then we understand that one of the fundamentals in more humanistic understanding of the world, it is not all about me, but others as well. You should be well, not only for yourself, but others. For example, if you are parents, then you should be well, not only for you, but also for your children. And so far you can think. Everyone affects everyone. So this is interconnected. This is very formally in our life. Therefore, the Buddha said the social harmony always begins with self-cultivation. We should have a cultivation. What I think and what I experience over the past decades, people have learning but no cultivation. That's the problem. We have learned so many things, and perhaps people think so, and I know that, I know this, and I know all the disciplines and multidisciplinary areas in academia, but they have not cultivated to that level. They have got the data and information, but no cultivation. But the problem is that without cultivation, there is no transformation. Without cultivation, there is no transformation. Your self-cultivation is the way to transform your life, yourself. If we can do that, then that would be brilliant. Because if you go back in 2,600 years ago, the awakening of the Buddha, it is not finding another religion or another cultural belief, or not at all. It is just reinventing the truth of the world, because the truth is already there. When the time goes, as a result of this spatial temporal world, sometimes it comes and it goes. Sometimes it opens up, then sometimes it hides. So it's kind of reinventing the wheel. Therefore, truth is already here, it's everywhere, but we need to understand it. It's here and now. The Dhamma is here and now. The truth is here and now. If you have this skill, if you have the capability to see that, then you will understand it. Then you will get it. Otherwise, you will never get it. Like the blind people. If there is a jewel here, but a blind man cannot see it and cannot value it, even though he or she sees it and experiences it, he or she has no idea what it is. In the same way, I believe that although we have the truth here and now, many people do not understand it, but we should understand it. We should make this precious opportunity to get the most out of it in your life. It is for you as well. It is not only for you, but to the world, because we are part of the world and the world is part of you. So overall, if we conclude this introductory talk this morning, we talked about the inner peace and global peace. Actually, there is no such thing as global peace, though we think it is a similar and more dynamic expansion of your personal peace, your individual peace and harmony. So, therefore, the real crisis of modernity always is fundamentally a crisis of your own mind, your own life. Then the second, inner peace begins with your mindfulness and compassion and wisdom. Always keep in mind these two essential and more instrumental mental qualities in your life. That brings you to the shared ground that you can live in harmony and peace with others. Then the third, the personal transformation is far more important than you think. So we should have a cultivation, self-enhancement of your life for the sake of transformation. You should learn and you should practice, not just to spend time or not just to do something, not just for change, no, not at all, but only for the sake of transformation, because that brings you to the ultimate goal, maybe soteriology or more globally peace and harmony. Therefore, when we are in peace and harmony, the world will be a place of peace and harmony for today and always. And that is the message the Buddha revealed to us 2,600 years ago. We do it for our own sake. It's on your own shoulder. You should do it. We can show the path and we can give the prescription, but you should take it and you may take it and you may follow it. As far as you do it, you will attain it, you will get the fruit of it. Otherwise, it just becomes another thing, an event in your life. Okay? Reflecting that, we can now slowly and gently start with our morning guided meditation. Feel free to just make yourself comfortable and when you are ready, you may feel your body right, your back is straight. When you are ready, you may slowly close your eyes. Take a deep breath through your nostrils. Another one. This morning we will practice the mindfulness of breathing. This has a long history in ancient meditation practice, and in fact this is the meditation that the Buddha practiced when he enlightened. Even before that, the breath has been used as an instrument to gain degrees of calm and peace. Why? Your calm and peace are essential to attain wisdom. They work hand in glove. They work hand in hand. They are interconnected. Mindfulness of breathing. Just pay your attention on the nostrils. Yeah, your breath comes in and goes out. During the first 20 minutes, you can practice the first two methods of mindfulness of breathing. It is the dynamic, so it is the length of your breath. Long and short breath. When your breath is long, just concentrate it, just know it is long. When it is short, just understand it is short. You don't have to do it manually. You need to know it as it arises. That's how we practice mindfulness in breathing. This is very much natural. We tend to emerge in the beauty of calm and silence. Then try to see our breath. We always say, keep an eye on your breath, just as a gatekeeper of night watchman. Watch it come up, watch it go away, but do not get involved. There is no me, no myself or something like mine. There is no self on your breath. it just comes in and goes out. So just keep it in that way. Distance between the concept, the self, and the breath. That gives rise to the objective reality of the life. Thinking this. When it is long, just see it. Be normal to it. When it is short, notice it. Be normal to it. The more you see your breath, the more calmer you will become.